My name is Gabe Mills, and I go to Annandale High School.
My name is Claire Vaughn, and I'm graduating from Annandale High School.
My name is Giovanni Garcia. I'm graduating from Falls Church High School.
My name is George Bonson. I'm graduating from Bryant High School.
My name is Jessica Scheibel. I'm graduating from Lake Braddock Secondary School.
My name is Kyla Grigg, and I graduated from Edison High School.
My name is Harrison DePetto, and I'll be graduating from Justice High School.
I'm Steven, and I'm from West Springfield High School.
So I'm Ethan Jones, and I go to Justice High School.
I'm heading to Virginia Tech for engineering. Right now I'm thinking about electrical engineering, but it could change.
I will hopefully be attending Auburn University, majoring in vocal performance with a pre-med track.
I will be attending Nova for my first 2 years, and I plan on switching to GMU afterwards. I would like to go into primary education, also possibly secondary education.
I'll be going to Nova Community College, and after Nova, I'll be pursuing probably business as my career.
Old Dominion University. I have not decided on major.
For the next 2 years, I'm going to be doing Nova Community College, and I hope to maybe JMU.
So I'll be attending Virginia Tech in the fall, and I'm going to major in engineering. I'm not sure which type, but maybe aerospace or electrical engineering.
So after high school, I'm joining the Marines. I ship October 12th, and I'll go to boot camp, and I'll spend 4 years in the Marines doing, I don't know, it's up to them to decide.
So I'm going to Shenandoah University, and I got into a master's program. So I'll be there for 5 years, come out with a master's in exercise science.
My grandma worked as a preschool teacher there, so I went to preschool. I remember my mom, she led the dance troupe when I was little, so I remember her kind of like, I remember being too young to do the dance troupe, but I was shaking on the side in the church, you know. I remember doing that, and I remember going to youth group a little bit with Ethan and all of that.
I play drums in the worship band. 2.5 years.
I've been involved in the youth choir, youth program, the children's program growing up. This church has been a huge part of my life.
I acolyted in the Sunday worship, and I did youth choir for a while, and I volunteered a lot with the church.
We were doing a leadership group, that youth group. Yeah, I was helping with that a bit.
Ramp, yeah, I did ramp a couple times. I attend church all the time. I'm not really involved, but I go to church a lot.
I've been in the youth group since 6th grade, and then I've also gone on a mission trip to Brazil, and then just going on ski trips and like winter retreats is really fun for me. Just bonding with people, playing board games too. It's amazing.
I did scouts, and I was in youth group. I helped with the Stop Hunger Now, but most of that time was with Troop 150 and Boy Scouts. I had a lot of good memories. I started there, I went away, and then I came back to the troop. Yep, Eagle Scout, National Medal of Outdoor Achievement.
I've been a member. I do Kairos with my grandma. I don't go to youth group as much, sadly, but I used to a lot. Went on a few mission trips. That was fun. Oh yeah, I also acolyte. And Rise Against Hunger, oh my gosh.
I think some of the most memorable moments were having like conversations during youth night with my small group. I felt like that was the best moments I had, just because I was able to ask the hard questions and know that I'm not alone.
Probably when I screwed up. First time I screwed up that's probably the most memorable. And I probably just missed a note and forgot where I was and forgot how to count.
Actually, there are a lot to come to mind when I think about that. It was a talent show. It was a talent show. Oh my God. And I saw this one lady. Oh, it was amazing. Like, she just reached this note, and like, you know when people are singing and then they just reach that note and you get goosebumps on you? I was like, oh, it wasn't even cold in the church. And then I just started getting goosebumps. I was like, oh my gosh, she can sing. The children's pageant show, that I don't know why, but it's so adorable every time we watch it.
I'm gonna say when I was like 13, during youth week, we went to a water park.
I remember playing on the playground with all my friends in preschool, and then like playing in the sandbox and all that, and then going to Sunday school.
The Christmas pageant, and finally being Joseph. My fifth grade year was pretty special to me. In addition to that, youth group's always been fun for me. Just a place to get away on Sundays, even though you have a lot of schoolwork. Just sometimes just going out and just talking to other people, singing songs. It's been really helpful.
I really enjoyed like a lot of the youth group with you guys. Like, even though I didn't spend that much time in youth group, but like it's such a good environment, and I really appreciate like all the people there and everything like that. I definitely had a lot of good scout memories, but like at the church specifically, honestly, that lock-in we did that one time was so much fun, and yeah, that was a really good memory.
That's a tough one. There's so many memories.
Yeah.
There's so many memories. The Brazil mission trip was so fun. It was fun being down there with all my friends and worked all day. Got tonight, we got to play, and went to the beach in Rio, which was awesome. Went up to see the statue. Went to like a chocolate factory, I think. It's like their Hershey's. It's like USA is the Hershey's as Brazil is to whatever that chocolate factory is. I forget what it was. Gosh, it was so
For me, it's kind of shapes me in a way where it's like you're allowed to have your moments where you're not 100% sure. So I think that it's okay to have your low moments because you're always gonna come back to it at a certain point. It's okay to have your struggles.
Knowing Jesus has made me think more about others than myself, and I work on this every single day. It's hard, but it's definitely made me a better person to look out for others and put others first before myself.
Be more patient with people. It's a thing that I've taken from most of my life, especially at a young age when I started getting into it. I learned that just be more accepting and just like understanding of people. Just wait until you get a better view instead of reacting at the moment.
I think it was always something I could take comfort in. When I was stressed about something, I could just pray that it would get better. And usually it did.
Knowing Jesus, whenever I'm down, my mom always tells me just to pray. So whenever I pray, it kind of usually just brings up my spirit. And I just put my trust in God that He's going to guide me through whatever difficult time I'm going through, whether it be from school, homework, just stress in general. I always try and go to God just to pray, and Jesus just always brings me up during that times.
Well, just knowing Jesus helps me understand when I've done wrong and what the cost is. So basically, whenever I've sinned, I know it. I can sense it. There's just a voice coming down on me and saying, you've messed up. Like, what are you doing? And that just really helps me keep me in check. And just throughout especially as I'm getting older, and I'm going to college, so it's definitely going to be some tough decisions and a lot of peer pressure. But yeah, he just helps me make those decisions and just block out the bad. So I think that's really helpful. And just also someone to talk to, Maybe, I'm feeling a bit down, just praying really helps me.
I think it's really important to have a higher power subconsciously all the time. Having, someone like Jesus or like a guiding force like that, God, is important in all the actions that you do, and in the times that you're really troubled, it'll steer you where you belong, what's best.
So again, I bring up my grandma a lot, but my grandma and the church, as long like with Bible school and youth group, I've been taught a lot of lessons, specifically in high school with like temptations, and there are so many temptations in high school, and that's not just illegal substances, it's just there's tons of bad things you can get into. And through Bible study, through youth group, through small little Bible lessons my grandma would teach me, it's kind of taught me different lessons to prevent me from getting into those bad situations.
Oh, that's a good question. I'm gonna see how that works out. I wouldn't know because I'm not in college yet, so I would have to figure it out.
So I've already looked at churches down in Auburn. There is the Auburn Community Church that I want to try out, and also the United Methodist Church of Auburn down there.
With more freedom comes more responsibility. So I would say I would have to be more responsible, and I'll probably have to keep asking God to help me become even more responsible, maybe become even more connected in the church. That's one thing that I haven't been doing very well. Usually not really connected like deep within the church, just really few spurts here and there. So I would say probably become more interested in the church.
I'm obviously gonna continue to go to church. That's just part of the plan.
I think that I'll probably be like try and go to church a little bit more, especially with after this quarantine stuff is gone. Like if I'm gonna be around the area.
So the good thing about my college is that it's a Methodist college. So what's nice about that is before every football game, we go into the church and have a church service. Before every single game, they have a prayer, they sing, and then right after that, the next day, they all go, the entire team as a group goes to church. So there's a campus church right in the middle of the entire campus, which is awesome.
I'm gonna start heading to church more in the Marines because that'll be, like with the camaraderie and things like that, and like having that opportunity will make it more accessible as well, because like I'll be on a certain schedule and stuff like that.
Yeah, so in college, I'm gonna definitely ensure I'm praying a lot, especially because there'd be a lot of exams, a lot of tough time in college. Maybe even find just like a church group or a Bible study group, probably within the dorm or wherever I can find one. It would definitely be of interest to me, just to help me with that college experience and grow closer to God.
You should play the drums. They're fun.
What about?
I would say keep going. For me, it was hard to continue to go and because I questioned my faith a good amount, but I think being persistent and I kept on trying, and I've had many memorable moments where God has touched my life, and I feel blessed.
I suppose just stay with it for see how it goes, because even though I really didn't know what I was doing, I had to learn different things I didn't really know before.
Join youth group now, before it's too late. That's it. Join it now. It's fun. I played dodgeball. I ain't gonna lie, they got some skill over there. I thought it was good because I was an athlete. They got skill. Oh, Pastor Peter.
He's one of the best players.
Take care of yourself.
I think it's very important to not only go to church, even if you are going to church every Sunday and all that, it's important to have your moments alone. You don't always need to need an audience to pray. If you just need a little prayer, if you just need some guidance, you can do it. just take your time to have your personal growth with God.
I mean, just have fun. It's a great place to be, especially the youth group. Just have lots of fun and listen to Peter. Listen to Peter. It's definitely gonna help you out. He does a lot for the youth group and he puts a lot of effort into it, so just give back to him. And it's just an enjoyable group, so just enjoy it.
So no matter, what happens in high school, things like that, you're going to be always faced with the problem of, what should I do after high school? And I would really encourage you to explore all your options and, to really get around and ask adults, like what they did, how they figured out that question, how they found out what they loved doing. Because that way, like in my personal experience, I found, the Marines might be a better choice for me than college, something like that. And I think it's really important for you guys to, give yourself the opportunity to see what there is out in the world, because there's a lot to do.
And for the little kids, youth group is so fun. It's the best place to be in every Sunday night. Being in there, you get to play games, you get free food. I mean, how can you not turn down free food? And you learn a little bit about Jesus every single day. And it's really enjoyable, and it's going to help you throughout your life.
I want to thank everybody, Pastor Chenda, Pastor Peter, the whole church community. Y'all always bring out the show and everybody. You bring the enjoyment out in everybody. Every church service, y'all put your heart and soul into this, and I just want to thank everybody who's in the community, whether you're helping with hypothermia for the homeless shelter, packing foods for people. It's a hard time right now, but I'm pretty sure y'all are still helping people out. Cause my mom said she came and then there was a whole line outside. Like, y'all keep it up, man. Just keep going, asking Jesus for some help. Just keep going. You're gonna get through it. It's a hard time right now, but everyone's gonna get through it. Just have to stick together and have faith.
Thank you.
Thank you, AMC.
Thank you.
Thank you, Annandale Church. Thank you for all the love and support you guys give us. And keep staying safe out there. Bye.
Okay, so thank you to everyone at AUMC. I've really enjoyed my time there and all the memories. Thank you to everyone who's contributed to that, and I hope you have an amazing time in quarantine. Stay safe.
So much for helping me grow up in this church, and you've really supported me this whole way, and without you guys, our church wouldn't be possible, and the youth group for sure wouldn't be possible. So thank you very much.
So to the community, thank you to everyone who has been so nice to me, has always talked to me ever since I was a little boy, and almost guided me to be the man I'm growing up into today.
I'd like to thank, all the wonderful leaders I met through scouting at the church. Todd, Mr. Woods, all the ASMs. They've been great throughout my time there. I'd like to thank Peter. You've been such a great example and wonderful, not just pastor, but also a great friend. I'd like to thank all the people in youth group, always, being there and always, being positive, good stuff. And the church, they've done a lot.